Well, it's great to have celebrated more than 2 decades of helping pilots, both UK-based ones and folks coming from abroad, to retrain in Scotland. It's also a tragedy to see that the same accidents, injuries and deaths as I was seeing in the mid-90s are still occurring for the very same reason. So hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer before there's enough action, probably of a legal nature, that will stop the training, the coaching and the instruction in general that causes the vast majority of paragliding accidents, injuries and deaths.
Okay, so possible chance that might be okay for the rest of that. Very difficult to say, but it could be just that one pass through. Recheck the airspace. Decide if it needs safety risers or not. Combination of possible twists, tangles in the risers, plus long vegetation this time of year. Definitely suboptimal. We've got a fence with barbs. Right, so generally speaking that doesn't look too bad now. Tactile visual audio, recheck the airspace. Firm up. Okay, the only reason looking at the wing is to check for distortions. Okay, no obvious twists or issues. Smile for the camera.
The main control I'm using here is the old step the wrong way, effectively to keep the wing rolled slightly to the right until it takes me to where I want to be, and then I step the wrong way again.
Wait until the wing's doing all the work, gone very soft there. And launching.
Main purpose of this flight is to test both the conditions and Ross's wing before he has a bash at flying this side, which he has not yet flown. So this is going to be a first and first if the conditions and the takeoff allows him.
Right, all yours. Now, where do you want to launch from? YouTube moment coming up, guys. YouTube moment. Right. Right, transferring.
How does it feel up there?
Yeah, it's fine. No flying further along than the first outcrop.
Yeah,
Turn early rather than late.
I don't think I will for some reason. Got a good feeling I'll be bottom landing.
Yeah. I probably would say bottom land at the end of the flight.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're getting good top landing opportunities,
Go for
but
it.
not where it's tight, not where there's people, not the car park. So I'd lay out on that side of the path, but you might want to take it further.
Jump off under it.
Well, trick is don't jump. If you jump, it collapses.
Right, yes.
Tiptoe, tiptoe, and only when you're ready.
The perfect wind for it is a good on.
It's not bad. I wouldn't say quite perfect, but it's not bad. We're up at Cairnmount earlier on,
Oh yes.
doing some flying and some filming. Filming at the moment.
I noticed that.
But as per the forecast, it was taking Ross up there to get a flight in before it was going to get too strong. So you don't have a sea breeze today because the wind direction is the same as you would get if it was a sea breeze.
Right.
So what happens is you've got prevailing wind, which is strong enough to soar, plus you've got what would otherwise be a sea breeze, making it stronger. But here, it's all overcast, so we're down to having just the wind, and it's not as punchy. So it gives him a reasonable chance of having his first flight here. But I'm letting him on his own. But this particular one is, I've got 9 of these. It's 19 years old. Not this one, but other ones identical. I fly the only paragliders in UK that have aircraft registrations. Kind of take this seriously. So I've flown over 10,000 hours. Right, I'll pop this up.
Yeah, sure. Well, enjoy yourself.
Well, it's not the best airflow here, so this may be amusing for the first second or two. And if I don't get the airflow right, I have to lay it out again. Now, later in the year when the grass is short, it's easier. You get cleaner airflow.
Oh yes, of course.
Whereas there, got to settle it and then bounce before it collapses. Still got a wingtip in. So I'll get that tip out, just about out. So I want to get that cleaned. There we go. In fact, the only excuse for looking at it. And just wait until there's just the perfect lift. The direction's not great today. Oh yes. Launching.
Notice that even though I know, sort of in inverted commas, there's no other paragliders or hang gliders flying, I'm still checking the airspace. Not just before the turns or during the turns, but also several times mid-beat, so it's a constant check the airspace. Yeah, definitely a bit scratchy. And touch.
which fence post and which toe? I'll go see if he fancies Lunan Bay instead. Well, it would be his first flight here, but it's not his first flight by any means. No. But we'll see what he's saying. So if anything, it went that way. So is there any airflow in this area? How far up do you have to go? See there, it's blowing that way. So is it not until you're up here? See there? You need it in airflow. Otherwise all that's going to happen is you're closing it over. So swap over to me. One of the main reasons is that the airflow will change, the wind will change over a time period. Now, how neatly did you lay it out? How much of the span did you give it?
Not much again.
Okay, so if you don't have good airflow, what's the odds of getting it? So take the safety risers when you're walking up there. Check the airspace. So while you've got more ground area here, and you're clear of the folks in the car park, the ridge and the lip, you know, bigger separation. So this wee ridge line here, it's quite a bit back. Now does it look like even there it's getting good airflow? So what that means is you then have to time it with a cycle. As the air comes tumbling over the edge, you're waiting until it goes live. But the more you've got the span, what's the better chance of catching some air? Yep. So, checking the airspace. Fixed hazards, movable hazards, hydration, things like brakes love to tangle. Recheck that. Check, not bothering with the speed system. Got both A's, for the simple reason you've got single, and you want to catch as much of the span, and I'm waiting until I see the air arriving there. Still doesn't guarantee I'll get it. Plus there's a high chance I'll have a snagged tip. Keep checking the airspace. Now there, is there a reasonable chance that bit might show visually? But we've got all the snags. Okay, so disturbed insects are up. Constantly checking to see what the grass is telling me, what's going to be coming in. There's a wee bit coming past me, but is it going to reach up there? Maybe. Checking the airspace, sort of hang glider as it will, the seagull. Checking. Possible. 50-50 chance. No, pause there. A bit more coming in there, might give that one a go. Nope, again, just went soft again. That's feeling better. Wait. Harness. So does it look crosswind now? Yeah. But you can still get flight at that. Now, you can go to the edge, there's no path, the path's there. You can go to the edge and taste the air and then backtrack. So the wing's nicely in front of me at the moment. Feeling for it, the wee steps. Check and go, right, well, can't see any kids playing just over the face there. Birds coming up. backtrack, then I can add in ground speed to give me more airspeed and I'll land high. So waiting until it nods forwards again and firms up. Still soft, smile for the camera. Still soft, still soft, still soft. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Very soft at the moment. Very, very soft. So you can see I'm easing off the brakes. Wingtips are going live. And tiptoe, tiptoe. Launching! Yeehaw. Bring it round. So constantly checking the distance to the barbed wire. I'll go past this gentleman and his pooch. What do you find there? So, here or Lunan Bay? Okay. So from there, now, has it definitely got a cross component? Okay. So think about that if you're on the lee side of any of these noses. Zero brakes, got a fence up there, extra half step. Okay, transferring. Yep. Thumbs are up, so same hand. Yep. Always think about what you're doing. And then run your tactile visual audio checks. Decide if you want the speed system on. Right, but get the brake first. Yep. Okay. So do you want that just clipped round the back? No. So it's out of the way? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Right. You might be looking at that. Might need to go just a bit further up. But if it's not got any tension, almost as soon as it moves, don't bother keeping going back with A's because you'll just close it. Up. The good thing here is it's grown up quite a bit, so you've got a certain amount of protection from the fence. So with that much broader span, has that got a better chance of catching the air? Yep, but with it being slightly crossed, remember, you've got to go that way a wee bit. Take as long as it needs. You're just waiting for that couple of seconds when you've got good airflow, and good airflow on the right wing, the one that appears to be left. And you've got to peel that in so it bites the air. Keep checking the grass to see what wind's coming here. Keep assessing the other aircraft. So you seeing more movement on the grass just now? You've got to decide if there's enough. It's a tricky call. You've only just got this wing, so you're not used to it. Now, do you have one set of A's or both? You've got one set at the moment. As a general rule, I would go for both, but it's a tricky call again. Most of the time you don't. Most of the time you only want the centre ones, but here you want to catch absolutely any air that there is. Another bit of wind coming past. You've got to decide if and when it arrives where you are. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Too slow. And you pulled your hands right back. Were you very, very tentative there? Yeah. So you didn't give enough time to get up that half metre that it needed off these. So when you're going, you've got that half a second when you've got to be not so much aggressive, but it's got to be quick. And if it's not going up at that, you're not going to get it. And every time you come up here to reset it, stamp down the vegetation that little bit more. So you got about 4 inches from the barbed wire fence. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Settle and surge now, surge! Quick, quick! Okay, now you can ease off the ease. Turn, turn, don't look at it. Is it dropping back? Flick back. And spinning it. But was that better?
Yeah.
Did you go enough under the wing though?
No.
Did you stop and look at it?
Yes.
If you stop and look at it, does it make you stop? Yep. Whereas if you'd gone under the wing, and then you could go off. But were you happier with that overall?
Yeah.
Okay, lay it out again. Aye.